welcome back to Comics, Copy, and Weirdos right here on the 2nd Street Marvel. I am your host, Trinity. Thank you all so much for being here today. Here we are. Friday's, yeah, it's September, right? Jeez. Do you even know? Friday, September 19th. 18th, excuse me. Yeah, here we are. It's kind of crazy the way things have been going. Well, for one, got was thinking it was a day later. I was like, wait a minute, because today is somewhat of a special day. Like, I'm not gonna reveal why. It's personal stuff. But anyway, I hope you're all having a very good day today. But I need you all to give me, you son of here we go. I don't know. I'm not sure why this it's weird. You gotta do this like every time. I don't know. But let's see. We got Beta Ray Cosby in the house. We also have Mark Hamilton. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, I remember this time. I'm not doing it. But thank you guys so much for being here today. Now, everybody is everybody here? Is everybody here? Like, all right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go anyway. Cause everybody gather around, listen. Cause what are you talking about anyway? Some new girl got cast for She-Hulk. Pedro Pascal don't want to wear the Mandalorian mask. Some son of a bitch at the supermarket telling you to put on a mask. Let's talk about something real. Tonight is the Trailer Park Live, guys. In case you don't know, I've been doing that every single Friday night at 8 p.m. for well over a year. It's probably been close to like 18 months at this point. I know, we're getting ready to close in on 2 years pretty quick. It's coming up. But that's coming up tonight. In case you guys have never been there for that, what I typically do is I start that show off talking a little bit about comic books, and then I get in and interact with you all in the live chats as we just get into different things that have happened throughout the week. It's kind of like what we do here during the week, but it's a little more, at times I go a little more, I just go in a little more. How about that? I just go in a little more. But yeah, make sure you guys are, just subscribed and all that stuff. Get ready to go through that tonight. Lord Vito, my man, how are you doing? Ooh, look at this. You got my Goku cup here going on. Having some coffee. This is Comics, Coffee, and Weirdos, right? So yeah, guys, before we get into some of this other stuff, the first thing I wanted to talk about was this whole business going on with Pedro Pascal. You guys been hearing about this? You know, I know my friends over at the Den of Nerds, Josh over there, has been talking a lot about this show or about this drama on his show. And I'm like, man, I just don't know, man. What's up with that? What's up with you, Pedro? It's like you're overselling yourself a little bit here. Like, I'm not really too familiar with Pedro Pascal's career or anything. I've definitely heard of him before when he was cast. You know, I knew who he was and all of these things. But I don't know. Does he have high stock? What's with this whole thing that he's supposedly on set being a dick and wanting, you know, more screen time, wanting his face on screen and all that stuff? I don't know. Are you overselling yourself a little bit there, Pedro? You might be overselling yourself a little bit there. But I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you guys think about all that drama? Because, you know, obviously with as much as has been said and rumored that he was on set for the original the first season, where it was mostly voiceover work and this and that, and he wasn't in the suit that much. It's kind of like, well, they obviously kind of showed that they don't really need you there a lot. And the other thing is like, even like the Mandalorian, I mean, you know, he's supposed to keep his helmet on, right? That was like in the first season they said. But also these things contractually, wouldn't these things be in contracts when you sign the contract? You know what's going on. You know what I mean? They tell you what's going on. You could renegotiate your contract. And certainly contracts can always be renegotiated. Contracts can be negated. They can be tossed out. There's a whole lot of things that can happen with contracts. I'm not saying they're always done under the best terms or anything like that, but hey, you don't want to, and that's sometimes some of the thing, like, you don't want to try to oversell yourself. You don't want to oversell your worth. And I think that's something important that a lot of people should really look into and think about, is don't oversell your worth, but at the same time, don't undersell yourself neither. There's plenty of examples of that out there where you don't want to undersell, and you don't want to basically, put yourself too high up there neither. Say your stock's a little higher than it is. Now, and that all really comes down to negotiations and what you can negotiate for. The same thing goes on with a lot of things. Like, even in the business that I run, my business that I run, I have a product I have to sell. They have certain pricing strategies and different things they say to do for the different things within this business model. And with one of the other people in my same business that's here close to the area, they seen some of my prices, and they're like, oh, like you sell like that, this stuff sells at that price, like it sells. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Like, oh, like, okay, well, I may rethink my prices on some of my stuff, because I think on some of mine, I noticed a lot of the prices, some of mine were a little bit higher, some of mine were a little bit lower. And I was sitting there thinking, like, well, you also got to think of the market that you're in, where you live, and what your customers are buying compared to where I live and what my customers are buying. Sure, it's only about, an hour difference, an hour, away, but still the demographic of people there is different. Who knows, the average income is probably different. It's a different county. There's just all these different things go into play. But the thing is like, sometimes there's even some of the stuff that I sell that I myself even think, man, it is a little, like, it's a little pricey. For what even I want to pay. But the thing is the product is worth it. It's good product. I know it's good product. People buy this stuff at that price and they love it. They have no complaints. And the thing is I don't either, because I also have to look at the product, what I buy it for, and what I have to sell it for, what I'm going to retail it for. And the thing is you got to find that line. You got to find that line where you don't want to undersell it, because you don't want to sell yourself short. Because here's the thing is, like, you still, like, I still have to price things to where I make money on them. I can't just give them away. That's ridiculous. That doesn't pay my bills. But you also don't want to have it at a point, and anywhere close to price gouging. But you don't want to get to the point where you're selling it for too much neither, because people are like, no, that's okay. But then that also comes into play where you do things like, oh, well, I also do two for specials as well. Sometimes I have things where, like, things that are, you buy two, you get $1 off of when you buy two. And that right there is usually the difference. Is a lot of times the difference is that $1 off between the two of them. Or sometimes getting the $1 off of each of them when you get the two of them, so just stuff like that is really the difference maker, because we're talking, and that's what we're talking here. We're talking pennies, or we're talking nickels, quarters, and dollars. That's really about it. Where here we're talking about a lot more, and if you overestimate your value, you can. There are people who be like, yeah, no, sorry, and maybe that's kind of what Pedro Pascal has done here, with that Mandalorian thing. You know what I mean? You gotta take a look at everything around you, kind of survey the course. What is the par on the course, and where do you stack up to that? Where do you match up to that? What is your value to it? And I think that's something that seems like Pedro may have overestimated for himself. And I'm not saying that he's wrong. You got to think that you are in Star Wars. It's one of the biggest franchises out there. People nerd out about this thing. This stuff. But here's one thing also that we've seen a lot of people seem to overestimate, and we've seen this coming out as well, and that's the power of the franchise itself. while fans love the Star Wars franchise, and some fans love it and hate it, some love to hate it. You know what I'm talking about. The thing is we see a lot of people that seem to overestimate this franchise too, and this goes on both sides of the people you hear talking about these kinds of issues. Where we actually heard, recently that Daisy Ridley is having problems finding work. Oh my God! Oh my God! Save Daisy! Right. So the thing is the franchise doesn't make the star. The star is just in the franchise, right? Mark Hamill, by all means, he's not a huge star. Mark Hamill is not a huge star. Star Wars did not make him a huge star. Star Wars did not land him a bunch of jobs. It didn't. All right? And that's not to say that he sucks. It's not to say that he's the greatest. It's not anything like that. But that's the reality of these types of situations, is the fact that that's not what the franchise does. That's not what it's there for. And that's not what movies are there for, and things like that. Is you're there to add to that. You're there to play your part. You're there to play your role. The franchise will live without you. They get, actors, they're everywhere, and all these kinds of things. So you don't want to overestimate that. So the same thing is applies to Pedro here. We've seen, like I said, Mark Hamill's not the biggest star because of it. Daisy Ridley supposedly having trouble finding work. All these kinds of things. It's up to the person to become that star. It's their career. It's not the film that defines it. Now, sure, a big film does help define your career, does help you get better jobs. But I think here's the thing: is a lot of people overestimate the Star Wars franchise, as big as it is, even as big as it was back then. These movies didn't launch any of these people into mega stardom. Okay, these movies didn't launch anybody into mega stardom. Like George Lucas, maybe, really put him on the map. But like nobody got big careers out of this, and that's that's really on them, because after that you do the movie, you got to go out and you got to find more work. You got to keep going for it. So there's a lot of things at play here. But I think, and that's why you can't overestimate your worth, and you certainly don't want to underestimate it as well. And it seems like that's kind of the situation here with this whole Pedro Pascal thing. It's like, bro, like you probably like, hey man, like you overestimating a little bit here, bro. Just a little bit. Back it up, man. Just back it up. Back it up. It's okay. It's okay. But let's see. Mark Hamilton says if he gets too big for the helmet, then the show can finally can follow any other Mando and still be the Mandalorian. Absolutely, yeah. Money greater than fame. Yeah. Pedro worried about the wrong things. All I'd want is more money. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. For real. Yeah. I wouldn't even tell people I'm the Mandalorian. I would just surprise people when they start talking about it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would say I want to raise an exact replica of the suit. You want me to wear the mask? Oh, I'll wear the mask. Give me the suit. Give me the suit. I'll wear it around. I'll promote this bitch. Bro, if I was Pedro, I'd roll with it like I was wearing a helmet in public all the time, and people would think it's someone in cosplay. This is the way. Yeah, absolutely. Mark Hamill says, the show isn't called Din Djarin. I love the character, but his story arc is to get by safely to the Jedi Order or other Yodas, then gets killed, and the character would have served his purpose. Yeah. Absolutely. Don't be gouging the ghetto Trinity. Tucum Pedro, my man, how are you doing? Pew pew. Yeah. Another Mandalorian can pick up the title. It's like being called Batman. It's just a figure. That's why they never take off the helmet. They're all one. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. In a way, if the show periodically passes the baton to other Mandos to take the story further, then it could run and run without getting still repetitive with the same character. You know what, Mark Hamilton? Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing. And I think that's one of the things even Josh was talking about the other day, you know, throughout the week, is some of this has kind of been breaking and everything. Is yeah, absolutely. I mean, and that's really kind of the point. The Mandalorian, there's a lot. We've seen a lot of Mandalorians. It can follow any of those characters, and you know, honestly, maybe it actually should. Maybe it actually should. But then at that point, you almost think they want to call it the Mandalorians. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, but yeah, certainly it seems like Pedro kind of overestimated his worth here in the franchise, especially considering you keep the helmet on the whole time. Exactly, Hammond struggles getting roles after Star Wars. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Be cool if every season was a new Mandalorian. Yeah, and that's exactly what. Yeah, exactly. That would be cool. Obviously, Hamill struck gold doing voice acting after. Yeah, definitely, because he does. He does a lot of voice acting. Also, have you ever seen Comic Book the movie? I got it on DVD. I bought it when it came out. Go watch Comic Book the movie. Hilarious. I know at one point it was free on Amazon. I think you might check on Amazon Prime. If not, it's probably on one of the other services. It's a pretty funny movie. It's kind of like a mockumentary, a mockumentary. It's a mockumentary. Pretty funny stuff. Two Gun Pedro says, I just came in to say what's up at work. I have to catch a replay. All right, man. Have a good one. Have a good one, Pedro. Lord Vito says, because Daly isn't a really good actor. Well, Lord Vito, I will give only a little bit of pushback here and say she's good. She's decent. I mean, just in the things, you know, I think for the most part, really all I've seen her in is these Star Wars movies. But I think even within the scope of these Star Wars films, she's shown that she can act. I mean, I think she's shown promise and she could be a good actor, but she needs to push beyond what she's done already. She needs to develop some skills more. I don't think she's bad, but yeah, no. Like I would say she's Gal Gadot level of acting. But I think she's a little bit better than Gal Gadot actually, because she's actually shown some range. Even just within the Star Wars franchise, she's actually shown some range in her acting skills as opposed to anything I've seen out of Gal Gadot. And I'm not saying Gal Gadot is trash, but she's just not good. She definitely has a lot of skills that she needs to improve on. Patty Jenkins obviously plays to her strengths in those movies. Jim B says, good morning, everyone. Can't listen, just want to drop in and say hi. I hope everyone has a great day. You too, Jim B. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, Reefer Man Reviews, my man, what is up? Now, that's part of the thing, you know, we see Jim B here, you know, always remember seeing Jim over in Adam's stream. Adam, when are you coming back? When are you coming back to us, Adam? When are you coming back? I don't know. I miss Adam. Don't you guys miss Adam? Let's hear for Adam once again. Can we get some Adam love here? I mean, he's not even here listening right now, or maybe he is. I don't know. But we don't get to see Adam anymore, and I want some Adam. Damn it! Give me some Adam. Give me some Adam. Gal would be great. Silent flick. You know, I honestly, I will even push back a little bit against that too. I'll even push back a little bit against that too, because that's part of her skills that she lacks is some of those the micro expressions and things to be able to actually convey those things. That's really what a lot of the acting is. But I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I got you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I totally hear you. But yeah, and also, okay, so you know, speaking of which, let's talk about the next thing. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We got some people from the orchard here. The Adams apples in the house. Look, we got Reefer Man, we got Vito, we got Harvey. Jim B is one of them too. I know as well. And Mark Hamilton. I know. I see him around. Are you ever over on Fanjexer's channel, Mark? You ever go watch? TikTok and WeChat to be banned. TikTok. What's WeChat? I never even heard of that. That said this Sunday. Wow. I've never. Yeah, dude, I'm boomer status. I even got on TikTok one day. I downloaded that shit on my phone. I got on there. I'm like, I don't have time for that. I know one of these days, one of the Myrtle maniacs out there is be like, hey, you should do a TikTok. Hey, you should do Discord and all this stuff. And I'm like, fuck that. I don't want to do that. Okay, now guys, let's get into watch Adam. But just ooh, a lurker, huh? You're one of those lurkers out there, huh? No, that's cool. That's cool though, because we all need those lurkers as well. We all need those lurkers as well. Because I'll tell you one thing, like that. Honestly, Mark, that's what I do. Like with fucking everything. I lurk pretty much everything. TikTok is poison. I'm too old for that shit. I have no ideas what those are. But yeah. Yeah, I do that a lot because like I watch tons of videos. I want throughout the like I download videos here in the morning and then I watch them while I'm out working. I listen to them as I'm driving around, and I a lot of times I forgot to like them and I don't leave a lot of comments because I'm driving around. I'm working and stuff, and so I forget to leave comments. But like and especially when people do live streams while I'm out working, I like that too. And I'm always like if somebody's like I know sometimes I've seen different people out there going live while I'm out working. I've seen the Dark Council, dark no, not the Dark Council. That I'm at home by the time they go up. But the Great Council. The Great Council when Darth Daddy goes live, I'm usually out working, driving around, so I just put that on and listen. I don't usually get a chance to sit there and comment. A lot of other things, I'll just sit in and listen and comment. Sometimes on Adam's streams, I like to just sit there and listen and not comment because I feel bad sometimes. Like you say something, you say something, and like people like react to it. You trigger them and I'm not trying to hijack your show, bro. I'm not trying to hijack your show. So I'm like I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it be. I won't say anything. I won't say anything. YouTube is like the new radio. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. TikTok videos for high school. Yeah. Absolutely. But the next thing I want to talk about, guys, is this we got this new young lady in here that's going to be playing the playing She-Hulk in the MCU. What is her name? Tatiana Maslany. It should be Manslay anyway. You seen this young lady? Damn, she's beautiful. But no, Maslany, Tatiana Maslany. Is it Maslany? I don't know. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. I seen yeah. But very 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 beautiful young lady, and I went through and I checked. I can't say I've ever seen anything with her in it, but it looks like she has a pretty good background in acting. Looks like she has some pretty good chops, and again, she's beautiful. Looks like she has the talent to come in and play She-Hulk. I think that's great. I'm interested to see what She-Hulk is gonna look like in the MCU. You know what I mean? Because we see like Hulk looks like a huge, big buff kind of, and they kind of got him looking. They kind of got him looking like Mark Ruffalo, and it makes me wonder how she's gonna look because a lot of times it's weird because She-Hulk has taken on different forms throughout the comics. Sometimes she looks kind of like a Hulk but female. She looks like really Hulkish, especially. Have you seen lately? I haven't read the comic books, but that she's in, but I've seen a couple of images some people shared lately with her in a couple of the comic books. I'm like, whoa, whoa, like She-Hulk bigger than regular Hulk. What's going on here? But then others were, she also obviously looks very beautiful, just big and bulky, and I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting to see this. I think it's going to be interesting to see this when this goes on, or when she comes in to do this, because it does look like she has the talent to come in and portray this role. Like I said, very beautiful actress. Looks like she's got the chops, man. Are you guys excited for this? I'm excited for this. The thing that I want to know is we've got plenty of casting news and things coming out this week, right? We've got Tatiana being cast. We got, oh man, why did I forget his name all of a sudden? Dude, it seems like it's been so long ago. Being cast for the Ant-Man 3, supposedly going to come in and play Immortus. Ooh, or Kang the Conqueror. Damn, why did I all of a sudden forget? Is it? Why all of a sudden forget? Why am I thinking Jacob? I can't remember. Pretty early for Trinity. We should we get used to this? Absolutely, Chillmonger. Absolutely, absolutely. I might be doing this about 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Probably about 3 days a week. Probably about 3 days a week, and then probably 2 days a week. I will be going. I'll be going in the afternoon. Stormy 821, thank you so much for being here, my man. Stormy, we need to get together. Can we get together this weekend, Stormy? We need to do that. And Chomar, we need to, like, I'm working on that one. But yeah, very beautiful young lady, talented actress coming in to play this role. It looks like pretty excited about that. But again, is this something? Jonathan Majors, yeah, there we go. Is this something that we should be so excited about? Because we can see everything's been on pause, but now we're starting to see all these casting rumors coming out, all of these things coming out. And by the way, most of this stuff hasn't actually been confirmed. We only know that Jonathan Majors is being cast in the MCU. It didn't say for sure in that article that he is Kang the Conqueror, or yeah, it doesn't say for sure that he is King the Conqueror, just that he's rumored and being thought to play King the Conqueror, which is cool, which is fine. And also uh, here we also see where they're saying that she's being cast here. So this one seems like this is more of a little bit solid confirmation. But the thing is does it really matter? Because all these things, filming hasn't really got underway. They got all these things going on. What's really going on here? What's really going on here? I don't know. I think soon we're getting ready to get a lot of news for a lot of these shows getting ready to come out, their production schedule and everything. I think Feige's getting ready to come out and blow some shit up. We can see all of these things slowly starting to add up. And it's yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, it's coming out. And another thing I wanted to talk about too is we see my man Josh over at the Den of Nerds did a video yesterday. He was talking about the stuff with Black Widow and things like that coming on the streaming service, and how he was talking about some people think that he's stupid for thinking some of these things. And I gotta say, I actually don't. I agree with some of these things he was talking about, like with the Black Widow movie and the release schedule, since they're going to lose money on the movie anyway. Even releasing in theaters, especially right now, even on November 6th, they're not going to make much money. There's a lot of theaters, even where I'm at here in California, theaters aren't open, so it's not going to make a lot of money there. And he's talking about the streaming service and them just releasing it on there, and then even if they do a premium price for it, if they do like they did with Mulan where they charge $30 for it, is that too much? Should they just put it on the streaming service for free? Is he stupid for saying that they should put that on there for free? I honestly, and the reason he's saying not, or that they should, I absolutely I actually do kind of believe, like, I I'm with him on that. In good faith for people to just put that on there for free. Now, is it stupid? Absolutely. Should they do it? Absolutely. Should it be free? I don't think it has to be free, but if they did do it free, I do think the one thing that it would do is it would give them a lot of good positive publicity. It would help build hype, getting ready to go into these shows. It would help quench the thirst of all these fans that want to see this movie. Now, would still people still pay to go see this movie? Absolutely. Would they still pay to watch it on Disney Plus? Absolutely. All of these things, absolutely. But would it be? And here's the thing: is he was saying in this video that people think he's stupid for thinking that they should do it for free, and I absolutely do not think that that's stupid, because there do come times in not even just every person's life, but even in a company's I would say legacy or their time, that they do have to do things out of goodwill, and maybe not necessarily just for profit, but think about themselves and think about all of the good things that could come out of them doing that. Would it be dumb? Absolutely, absolutely. From a business standpoint, making no money on Black Widow and just putting it out there for free is freaking stupid. But that's not to say that it wouldn't work and that it wouldn't be a good thing, because I do think that would be a good thing for them to do. She's a man eater. Yeah. Listen to my YouTube streams at work, and some coworkers don't get mad. Yeah. No headphones. Yeah. Oh man. They're gonna over sexualize her, not a complaint. I don't know. I don't think that they will. I don't know. I don't think they'll over sexualize her. I don't. Mike Porter, my favorite Porter in the house. What's up, my man? You got here a little late, man. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. I'm sure you're probably busy working or busy doing some other stuff, man. It's all good. You're here anyway, and I know you'll catch the replay. She should start out sexy Hulk, then when she gets huge like regular Hulk. Yeah, well, and like I said, I think this young lady. I mean, she looked beautiful in the first place, and by the time she all hulks out, she's gonna be a raw. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. She she blinked in Thor recently. Oh, okay. Pretty early for you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But yeah. Maybe get used to this time. About 3 days a week. Yeah. Stormy says they will make her bigger and buffer, not like Big Hulk. Yeah. Absolutely. It's so early, says Travis Adams. Yeah, it's a little early, man. It's a little early. Yeah, we can get together for free the entire weekend. Nice, awesome. Very beautiful. Yeah, I think she's very beautiful. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really into the whole blonde thing anymore. Like blondes and all that stuff. I'm not really into that these days. But yeah, I think she's very beautiful. I mean, just the pictures I saw of her and everything, and getting through, seeing some of the shows that she's done. I'm like, yeah, shit, yeah. Owen Wilson was being rumored for Kang before. Yeah. I remember everybody, thinking that he might become Kang. Watching Kang sitting there, watching things going out throughout history. Wow. Wow. They might do the bulky She-Hulk, Savage She-Hulk. Yeah, I think they will. I mean, I think she's gonna be buffer. I think I don't think they're gonna go full sexy. I I think she'll probably just be kind of big and bulky, and I'm okay with that. Like She-Hulk don't have to be like overly sexualized or anything like that. Plus, I mean, hey, muscular chicks are okay too. Like as long as they're not like them crazy, like like what ones I'm talking about. But some people are into that. I'm not. I don't mind. I don't mind a chick that's buff though with some muscles, but they'll probably it's Hulk. They've got to overdo it. They've got to, they've got to pump those muscles up. Oh man, what about Scarlett's contract? She could lose out on hella money that she should have gotten 10 years ago from a solo film. Yeah, and I mean yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, and that is a shame. And yeah, she should have had a solo film a long time ago. But a lot of people still even feel that Black Widow shouldn't have a solo film. I love Black Widow. I like the character of Black Widow. I like Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. I think she should get a solo film. I definitely do. And I can't. I'm hyped for Black Widow. I can't wait to see it. But of course I'm not everybody neither. But yeah, Savage She-Hulk. Yeah, that Alpha Proto. That would be cool. Alpha Proto and Alpha Proto. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while since I've seen you around. Hope all's going up well with you with everything. Bro, how everything's going, man. Mike Porter says overslept. All right, no problem, man. I hear you. I overslept too, man. I overslept too. I woke up like right about 5 o'clock instead of about 4:30. Definitely should do sexy She-Hulk, then go huge from bigger than Hulk when super mad. Yeah. Reaper man says I want roof off She-Hulk. Oh man, that'd be funny. Hey. Representation matters, man. Oh man, I watched episode 5 of The Boys last night after the After Dark show. And how was it? Mike Porter? I'm not really into The Boys. It's just not my thing. I have to admit, looking at the actress' Instagram, she's kind of a weirdo. Nothing wrong with that, of course. Oh, is she? Yeah, I didn't look through her Instagram. I have to check that out. Alpha Proto says sensational She-Hulk were some of my favorite comics. They were fun and well drawn. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I haven't ever, like, I myself have never read any She-Hulk, so I can't attest to any of that. But hey, man, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it if you've read it and seen it. And hey, you know, you certainly know better than I do in this case for sure. Because yeah, when it comes to the character She-Hulk, I have no clue about the character whatsoever. I just, here's the one thing I hope when it comes to any of these things is hopefully they at least, you know what I'm getting ready to say, right? Hopefully they at least respect the source material. Can we just get it made? Like, you don't have to change anything. Like, you don't have to change anything. You don't have to make it something new. You can do exactly what they did in the comics. It's okay. Black Widow should have been a series. I could see it being a series. Absolutely, I could see Black Widow being a series, just like the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Absolutely. I mean, believe me, I wouldn't complain about that at all. Chillmonger says, I can make a case for anyone to get a solo film. It can make a character. Yeah, yeah. Well, here's the thing, Chillmongers. I think any of them can. And I think, here's the thing, is something even Josh has talked about over on the Den of Nerds. I think he's kind of alluded to, but I think is something that it looks like they're doing going forward anyway. Is the solo film thing is done? It's done. There's just no more solo films coming out anymore. When you get a Captain Marvel film, it's going to have Captain Marvel and several other characters in there. It's going to be a team up kind of film. When you get maybe not with Spider-Man because it's not necessarily theirs, but when you get all of these films, Doctor Strange, you're going to get a movie with more characters in there. Eternals, more characters in there. No solo films anymore. I don't think those are done. And I think even if you get a solo show at this point where they introduce these characters, they're still going to be bringing in and introducing other key characters for the MCU. But yeah, absolutely. I think the solo films themselves are done. I mean, they will still be titled solo films, but I think solo films they're just done. There is no more Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3 in the sense that those were done in, where it's pretty much him and Rhodey. And you get Black Widow in there a little bit. You get a little bit of Nick Fury. You get I think those are done. Pretty much they're all somewhat crossover films happening here from here on out. But we're getting ready to bring the show to a close. I got to get the kids ready for school, and also my good friends over at the Den of Nerds are getting ready to go live on their live streaming channel. So we're gonna wrap the show up here pretty soon. Stormy, we will get together. I'll see if I can send you a message here after the show later today. Maybe we'll get together on Sunday, perhaps, and maybe we can get something put together, man. Alpha Pro says, yeah, I'm good. Thanks for asking. It's going to be interesting to see how She-Hulk looks. Full CG character for sure. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, yeah. And I think they've kind of gotten better with Hulk as it's gone along. I'm kind of excited to see what they're going to do with She-Hulk because they're going to spend a little more time making this character look a little bit better because they're getting, She-Hulk, another female superhero, and I know a lot of people, don't like hearing that. All, people think it's all agenda-based stuff, but the thing is, they will spend more time on it based on that, and I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing because when it comes to some of these characters, even like the Hulk, in as good as they've gotten at it, they can do better, and if this is what it's going to take to make them do better, whatever, just do better. Boy season 2 is getting good. Okay, all right. Yeah, I haven't even finished episode 2 of season 1. It's not my thing. I even think of it when I said RuPaul. She is representation melting pot. I was a fan back in the day. I won't lie. Yeah. RuPaul. Yeah, for sure. Alpha Predator. Well, I stopped following the character after the late 80s, early 90s comics. She would break the fourth wall and do a lot of funny stuff. I don't read any of her Okay, all right. Didn't read any of her 2000 comics. Okay, yeah. I was saying I haven't read any, so I'll have to check that out one of these days. I've also got to check out some Conan from a man Cap. Cap was like, hey man, check out some So yeah, make Solo 2 happen. I don't know, man. I don't know. I didn't dislike the first Solo, but I don't know. Have a great weekend. Catch you later. All right, you have a good one too as well, Harvey. Have a good one. Ooh, and there we go. It's about time. Travis says, "Was Trinity you the man?" No, you the man, Travis. And thank you all so much for being here today, guys. I hope you're all having a very good day. Have a great rest of your day and a great weekend. Don't forget tonight, if you're not already, please make sure you're subscribed and all that stuff. And click that little bell so you get notifications, because tonight is the Trailer Park Live, the live show I have been doing on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for well over a year. It's been about a year and a half, so probably over that now at this point. Probably over that. But you all have a very good day. Make sure you go check out my friends at the Den of Nerds, and we will see you in the next video. Later. Oh, damn, I forgot to do that. There you go. Later.